Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And today,
why do you swing your arm like Enzo Amore?
I wasn't doing that on purpose.
SAWFT lost.
Anyways, we are back. NFL Beast Picked Week 16 Diction Show. Joining me once again, Rainy48.
It'd be me.
Yep. And we both went pretty good. We only had 3 losses last week. We both tied in different ways with 13-3.
I thought the Raiders were going to win. Isn't that what you told me? You were so confident.
Hey, you know what? It happens.
You made me eat my words because I told you I didn't want to pick the Falcons, but for the sake of having to be smart, I had to.
Yeah, well, hey, you know.
And I'll see if I do it this week. That's a whole other story.
Well, also, you picked the 49ers and I picked the Rams, so...
You're right, but let's be fair. Who scored what in that game? That was actually a more embarrassing game than the Falcons game.
It was more embarrassing than Campbell quitting on his team.
I wouldn't have called Dan Campbell a quitter at all.
No, not him, the player.
Oh, Devondre Campbell.
Devondre Campell.
I'm not my man.
No, not the player. What are you talking about? No.
The fact that...
I wasn't talking about Campbell.
Listen,
that guy's a fourth down menace.
The only benefit I had out of that is I put a $10 bet down on Thursday night of who would score the first touchdown of the game.
No one scored.
Exactly, so I got my $10 back.
You get the $10 back. They
Yeah,
don't score.
if it voids because it doesn't actually, because there's no physical or no correct winner. So I did get my $10 back. So thanks for sucking, Rams and Niners.
All right.
Patrick Mahomes is dead.
No, they say he's week to week.
Did you see the hit?
Oh no, I seen the hit, but
He
said
got
he's week to week.
folded like a lawn chair.
They said he has a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, that's not an easy injury to play through.
It isn't, but gonna have to try and tough it out, I guess. And they want to get that number 1 seed. A tough road. You got the Steelers coming up soon. But anyways, with that being said, speaking of the Thursday games, I don't know if this might be the second last one or the last one. I'm not sure.
It is the second last one because Christmas week, it's all goofed up.
Oh yeah, because they got the Netflix games too.
There's 2 Wednesdays, a Thursday.
There's a Wednesday.
There's 2 Wednesdays. There's 2
Christmas
games.
It's Christmas. Yeah. Thursday.
3 Saturdays.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because you know what's better than letting people enjoy the Christmas with families besides money?
Well, yeah, and it being on Netflix instead of being.
Yeah, but the Saturdays aren't.
Oh, that's good at least. But yeah. So Amazon Thursday night, Denver Broncos at the LA Chargers 8:15.
I disagree with this. The Chargers are a 3-point favorite.
Tough to say here. They're both in the playoff. Let me see. I want to make sure here. Oh, okay. So Denver's have 1 up.
Currently, Denver's in the playoff
8-6.
spot. Playoff picture. Your wild cards.
Packers.
Oh, they do. They do both actually have it. I forgot there's 3 wild cards. Baltimore, Denver, LA are the 3 wild cards at the moment. And to be fair, it's probably going to be those 3 that get it.
Denver, LA, and who?
Baltimore.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, Ravens would be the first one though. They would be the first 5th seed. They would be the 5th seed.
The Ravens are the 5th seed.
Broncos would be 6th.
Although Denver could be the 5th seed.
They could be.
They're both 9-5.
They could be, depending on what happens.
Baltimore, Denver, 9-5. LA's 8-6, and pretty much a victory by Denver guarantees themselves a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Because it's
not really much.
No, the in the hunt teams.
Well, Texans already clinched their division by virtue of the Colts.
Correct. And the in the hunt teams are the 6-8 Colts, Dolphins, and Bengals. So the AFC is going to wrap up early.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think the Colts or the Dolphins are going to get in.
Dolphins would have to make a miraculous run, and they don't have the easiest schedule.
Yeah. I think this game, there's going to be urgency with both these teams in this game. I know you said Chargers, you don't agree with the Chargers 3-point favorites here, but I'm going to go with the Chargers here. I think it's going to be a tough game, but Harbaugh's got to get those guys on. He knows that this is very important. He's played He's played this team. He's played all the teams very tough throughout the season. I'm going to give the Chargers a overtime victory. I'm going to say it's 23-20 in overtime.
See, the problem is if you're going with the coaching here, how can you go against Sean Payton? I think Sean Payton's also been phenomenal coaching all year. That's a guy who's hungry to get back to the playoffs. He has a very mature rookie quarterback in Bo Nix. He's got a defense that's playing lights out all year. Thank you for the 19 fantasy points. I owe you.
Oh, you got it from that stupid bass blade.
But I think that it's going to be the play here where they're going to know it's win and in. And I think they're gonna show up and turn out. And I'm gonna say that Denver wins this one. I'm gonna say pretty handily. I'm gonna say 28-14.
All right. Oh, you'll be definitely exciting for the other Kyle that comments on our videos.
He a Broncos fan?
Yeah, he's a Broncos fan. Yeah.
Hey, since he's not there anymore, I can say it. Kyle, Broncos country, let's ride.
Anyways, so yeah, we have the Houston Texans at the Kansas City Chiefs.
A Saturday game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the Saturday game. The first Saturday game.
Saturday, December 21st at 1 o'clock. Texans Chiefs. I don't care what happens. The Texans don't have a...
You know what I just realized?
What?
They flipped it. So these four teams that are playing on Saturday are going to be playing each other opposite on Christmas Day.
I think that's the reason that it's on Saturday.
See?
That's the reason they have them on Saturday is to give them the... I think that's the reason there's a Saturday game is so they have enough rest time for Wednesday.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's the only reason there's a Saturday game this week. The Chiefs are going to find a way to pull it out. The Texans do not scare me. The Texans remind me of the Bills a couple years back when the Texans beat the Bills in the playoffs. Like, they're there, but they're not really good. I don't like the Chiefs, but I'm not taking the Texans to beat them. It's going to be the same thing. They probably shouldn't win within the spread. Give me 21-20 Chiefs.
What's the favorites for the Chiefs?
A 2.5-point Chiefs favorite.
This is going to be the game they lose.
I would love nothing more than for you to be right.
I'm telling you right now,
I don't think it's this game. I think it's Christmas. I don't think it's this game. I think it's too late for
Patrick
Buffalo.
Mahomes. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Patrick Mahomes, I don't know what he's going to be like in this game. I mean, I'm sure he's going to give it a go, but I think they're going to struggle early on, and they're going to probably test it.
The only thing that... Hear me out. You say not guaranteed. I think this is the game...
This is the trap game.
I don't think this is the trap game.
This is the trap game.
I think the start of the downfall, if it's going to be a downfall where Buffalo catches them, is the fact that Denver can move up pending Baltimore, and they get Denver the last week of the season also.
This is the trap game. I believe this is the trap game. I think this will be upset of the week. People are going to be shocked that this happens, but I'm not going to be shocked because this always happens to good teams when, the number one seed or whatever. You always give up to a team a lot of times that you shouldn't lose to. And I think this is the game here with everything going on with the Chiefs, with the unknowing of Patrick Mahomes. Texan defense are going to test that. They're going to test it because he has a high ankle sprain, so he's not going to be as mobile. I don't think he will be than he would normally be with when he's full strength. So he might not be able to make the throws he normally makes. And because of that, I'm going to give this a 27-21 victory. Houston Texans will win this game.
Okay.
All right. Now we have the 4:30 Saturday game. So let me make sure. Is this also on? This one's on Fox. Okay. So this one's on Fox. The Pittsburgh Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens. We all know the rivalry, tense rivalry in itself. Who is the favorites here?
The Ravens are the favorite. Ravens are a 6-point favorite.
Holy shit.
I think the big thing is Pittsburgh's offense hasn't been firing well.
I still would not give the Ravens a 6-point favorite. They beat up on a terrible Giants team. And while, yes, the Steelers did lose to the Eagles, they lost to the Eagles.
Steelers just lost.
They lost to the Eagles.
But they also lost to the Browns.
Yeah, but the Ravens also lost to the Browns. So, that evens itself out at that point. Look, this rivalry, when these two teams are contending teams for the division, it's always a pick-em. It always comes right down to the wire. It came right down to the wire last time, 2-point game, and I think it's going to come right down to the wire again. I don't think Lamar's going to have like the day he had against the Giants. It's not going to happen. I'm going to say the Steelers eke it out. I'm going to say it is a low-scoring game. I'm going to say it's 17-14.
So
I'm going to say
basically
the Steelers
the first time they met.
No, I think it was more than that.
It was 18-16 the first time they met.
It was an odd number, though. But yeah, similar, yes.
We meet again, opposites. I don't say this often, I'm going with the Ravens. I would like to see the Steelers win, but I think that Baltimore's going to play inspired. I think being at home, one game behind the division lead, knowing they can still win the division, they're going to show up. They're going to play hard. They're going to go for the win. Give me 21-13 Ravens.
All right. Sunday games. The New York Giants at your Atlanta Falcons.
The Falcons are an 8.5-point favorite.
Your 11-5 Falcons. Or 11, whatever would be considered now with the extra week.
They're 7-7. The Falcons are.
And they still have a chance to win their division. Nonetheless, they are playing a crappy Giants team. And I can't see the Giants winning this game whatsoever, despite the struggles that the Falcons are having. They're not nearly having as many struggles as the New Jersey Giants, let's face it. Falcons win. I'm going to say it's like 20-6. Give them just not as much. Just a piss them off. The Falcons do win.
I'm dialing the upset. I'm going to do it.
Go ahead.
I'm going to do it.
Go ahead.
G-Men take it because I don't trust the Falcons. Let's be fair here. They allowed Desmond Ridder to throw for 230 yards. If Tim Boyle's the quarterback for the Giants, and I don't care who it is, Tim Boyle should be able to throw for 250. The defense just has to be able to...
Is Locke starting?
Locke is still hurt.
Okay.
And so is... All four quarterbacks are hurt.
So who's the starter? Is DeVoy?
It's you, as of right now.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
And I
start
still
for the
might
Giants.
pick you.
I'm not starting for the Giants. They got to bring back Eli Manning from the grave.
He's not dead.
No, I mean, like as in career.
I'm still going with the Giants. Give me 21-10 because the Falcons suck.
21-10. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. All right. Now we're going to talk about the actual Campbell, the Detroit Lions.
The knee-biting Dan Campbell.
The Detroit Lions versus the Chicago Bears.
This also doesn't feel right. Detroit is only a 6.5-point favorite.
What'd you think, 12?
Fucking give them 19.
I don't think they go that much.
I've seen 13.5. I've seen 16.5.
Oh, really?
Fucking give them 19.
I haven't seen 19. I haven't heard 19 since before we were even alive when they said the Jets were going to lose by 19 to the Baltimore Colts in 1968.
Give them 19. The Bears are bad. They're very bad. I don't care what coaching change happened, they're bad. And the Lions losing to the Bills, even with injuries, isn't going to stop the Lions from Lionsing.
Yeah, Williams, you shouldn't have signed with the Bears. I tried to warn you. You should have pulled an Eli Manning.
Might slow them down slightly, but I don't think it's going to stop them from. And I think the reason it's only at 6 is because of Thanksgiving being as close as it was.
Yeah, Makes sense.
But I don't think it's going to matter. I truthfully think that they're just going to poop on them. Give me the Detroit Lions 35, Chicago Bears 3.
Yeah, as much as I hate the Lions, I can't see the Bears winning. I can't consciously pick incompetent
at
teams.
Some point, you have to kind of look at them the way I had to look at the Patriots. You might not like them, but you gotta respect them.
I mean, he's got balls to go out.
That's it. I'm not saying you gotta like him.
I think we could have won. I think we could have won that game had he not gone for it.
I'm not saying you gotta like him, nor do you gotta root for him, but you gotta at least show the man his respect.
Yeah, I mean, he took a team that has been cursed for 50-plus years by Bobby Lane.
I'm proud of you. This is a step in the right direction for once.
He has been... that franchise has been cursed for 50-plus years. I wish they were cursed for another 50-plus years.
Well, I mean, don't we all wish that about the teams we don't like, but you can't be right all the time. You think I'm not upset that Drake May is a Patriot? Because that's going to bite the Bills in the ass eventually.
Really? You think so?
I think so. I think Drake May is very good. Huh? He's looked phenomenal with who around him. We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Detroit Lions win easily. I'm going to say it's 28-zip. I don't even give the Bears 3 points on here. That's going to be that bad. You know, Senator Williams, you should not have signed with the Chicago Bears. I warned you. Many people warned you to pull an Eli Manning, and you didn't listen. What can I say? Anyways, Arizona Cardinals at the Carolina Panthers.
The Arizona Cardinals are a 4.5-point favorite.
Yeah, the Cardinals, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think it could go either way. I could see an upset happening here, but I'm not going to pick that. I'm going to say the Cardinals rebound here. It'll be close, but I'm going to say it is 20-17. Cardinals. Cardinals still have a chance to win their division. I mean, there's still a slim chance, but they still have it. So I'm going to give it to the Cardinals here because there's more urgency.
I don't think it's urgency. I think the fact of it is Carolina is very pissed off and they're playing spoiler. And they know they're playing spoiler.
Oh, yeah.
I think they've been playing very good football the last couple weeks, even with how bad they showed up sleeping to Dallas. But I'm going to take them here. I think they bought their own hype too hard. First time being a favorite in, 3 seasons? They bought themselves a little too high and they screwed themselves. But I'm going to take them as the upset here. Let's go with the underdog Panthers.
Oh, you're picking the Panthers.
I'm taking the Panthers. Let's go with the underdog Panthers. All right, 21-15.
All right. Next, we have the LA Rams at the New York Packers. Jets.
The Rams are only a 3-point favorite.
Yeah, I'm going with the upset here. I think Aaron Rodgers ditches him out again. He's showing that it's the defense and, well, the offensive line has been shit all year. And it's not him. And I think he's going to prove it again. And he'll probably have another 200-plus game, 200-yard passing. Probably will go more to Devontae Adams again. I'm going to say it is 28-14. The Jets get it done here.
Not a fucking chance.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers had 16 completions on 30 attempts. If it weren't for Devontae Adams, he would have had...
That's the whole point why he has Devontae Adams.
If it weren't for Devontae Adams, he would have had 7 completions last week.
That's the point.
And the reason that it worked as well as it did is the Jaguars have a horrendous secondary.
But what about the week before that? Against the Dolphins. I mean, he almost won that game if it wasn't for his stupid defense and special teams that screwed him over on that one. Otherwise, they beat the Dolphins.
That one, he actually spread the ball a little. But, yeah, I'm still... That one has... You allowed the Jaguars to stay close. I have no faith in the Jets. The Rams should be favored by so much more. And this is where they're going to bite me in the ass because they've continued to do that all year long. Because I hate the Rams.
Rams are inconsistent.
The Rams are dog shit.
They beat the Bills, but then they played like crap against the Niners, but they still won.
The Rams are the herpes of the NFL. They don't have fans. Nobody wants them, but somehow they still are relevant. Well, how about that?
Well, they had fans, but they're in St. Louis and they're no longer fans anymore.
Unfortunately, I'm going with the herpes of the NFL. Give me the Rams. Give me 31-13. I have no faith in the Jets.
All right.
Teddy Bridgewater, high school football coach, state champion.
I didn't know he was a coach.
He took over a high school football team this year, his first year of Florida.
Well, he just retired this year then, right?
Last year.
Oh, last year?
Yeah. Okay. And he took on coaching high school, and his team won the Florida State Championship this year. Congratulations, Teddy Bridgewater. Also, former player coaching news, Michael Vick is now a college coach.
Really?
Norfolk State.
Okay. Oh, hopefully he does good there.
Yeah, hopefully they don't have any dogs on campus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
Anyways, the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Commanders.
The Eagles are a 3.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles, obviously, they got to keep winning if they want the number 1 seed over the Lions. But, that being said...
The Commanders also have to keep winning if they want to keep a playoff spot.
So, and it's a division. It's a division rival going a long time, obviously. And I don't know. I think this could go either way. I know the Commanders almost got cheated by the refs last week with that last-second touchdown that they gifted them with the 4-second stoppage of clock delay. But this one was challenging to say who would win this one. I'm going to go with the safer bet and say the Eagles win it. I'm going to say it's close. Probably will go into overtime. I'm going to say it's 26-23 Eagles. It's close. It's a tough matchup.
No, because this should have been. I know you didn't like seeing the Eagles get as much press as they have and as good of.
And now they've got
time slots.
They've turned it up.
This is one of those that
since I said it, they've turned it up and have been a much better.
This is one of those games that should have prime time aspects, and if not for
that's right. Surprised it's not flexed. Because they flexed a couple games today. Yesterday they flexed the Bills game to 4:25.
However, I'm actually going to meet you here on this one, and I'm gonna take the Eagles, and there's a sole reason here. I think Washington knows that they I don't want to say they can take the foot off the gas, but they can. They can take the foot off the gas. Do they really think Seattle's going to beat Minnesota?
I hope they do.
But I don't think they will. I don't think Seattle beats Minnesota.
Well, it depends.
I don't think Green Bay. I don't think.
Too.
I don't think it has anything to do. I still think Minnesota's good enough where they're going to crush whatever Seattle has. They're not going to lose the step this week if they do lose. And their next 2 weeks for Washington are very winnable games. I think they know that they're not going to lose that spot, and they should be able to attain. Yes, would you want to jump ahead of Green Bay? Yes. Are you going to?
No.
Probably not. I think Washington's best aspirations is to be the 7th seed. Try to make some noise out of there. But I think that it's Philadelphia in this situation. I'm going Philly in a tight one. Let's say 27-24.
Oh, 3-point game, just like
I would say 3
I said 26-23. So
yeah. So if you're going to take anything, I guess Washington to the points is probably your play.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have the Cleveland Browns at the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Cleveland Browns led by
Who knows?
No, they announced it.
Oh, they did?
Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
That's number 17?
Yes, that is the kid from UCLA, which I don't know if it's a problem of them having him in Cleveland. Quite honestly, when he was in college, I loved his tape. You know who he reminds me of? Tyrod Taylor. He's not going to make all the throws, but he has a penchant for making something out of nothing. I do really like Dorian. However, that Browns defense quit. Bengals are a 7.5-point favorite, and they probably should be. Bengals are a 7.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
Browns defense quit on that team.
Yeah, that team is. I mean, that again, we've been saying it ever since the Deshaun Watson injury. You think they're going to draft a quarterback and just have him as backup. I think he's still going to be the starter next year. It's just they're going to draft a rookie quarterback in the first round, and they're going to groom him for like the next year or whatever. That's where I think they're going with this. And either way, it doesn't really matter because one way or another, that's what
he has to be on the roster.
That's what they're going to do. They're either going to have him as a backup for who the starter rookie is, first round, or they're going to have that person sit out a year and have him be the starter.
Let me put it this way: you know that there's a real problem.
Yeah.
If they do cut him.
Yeah.
If they cut him and they eat almost 100 and something million of cap space, that means they have to cut however many of their players. That would tell you that Deshaun's a problem. Yeah, that's how you know it's not happening.
It's never happening. But I mean, the quarterbacks that are starting right now for the remainder of the season, they're not probably going to be there next year.
DTR will. He's cheap.
Maybe
he's only in year 2.
You're going to have 2 quarterbacks,
but he's only in year 2 out of a 4-year deal. I mean, for all we know, maybe they say screw it. They're going to be at the top of the draft. Maybe they go after a top edge. Yeah. And they let DTR try it for a year next year. It's not unheard of.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just, I don't know. I mean, I'd hate to be the GM or the people that are running that team right now for the next draft because that is just salary cap nightmare right now. Knowing that you have to keep a guy that you know isn't a starting quarterback anymore, and then you have to draft a future starting quarterback who's going to either be the starting quarterback over him that rookie year or year 2. He's at the very least because you're going to have him as the starter or as the backup no matter what. So it is a lose-lose. It's an ultimate lose-lose situation no matter what happens. But yeah, getting back to this game, obviously, I think we're both in agreement. I think the Bengals easily win this game. Bengals have struggled, but the Browns have been far worse this season. And I don't even think this is going to be a ball game. I think it's going to be, I'm going to say it's like 30 to like 9, I would say.
I do want to look at one thing here before I predict this. I guess the biggest thing, not only are there already issues,
also, Garrett's gone too right now, I think.
They're without a running back too. Nick Chubb is also injured.
Oh, well, that sucks for me.
Do you have Nick Chubb?
For the Dynasty League, if the games are still playing.
Well, the games are playing, but you're not in the playoffs.
Playoffs, yeah. So. Don't you do the runner-ups though, or something?
You're on the toilet bowl.
Oh well. Consolation prize.
Didn't really go through. So Cleveland, they're. Oh, apparently we missed that. As we were just watching them talk to Teddy Bridgewater right there, he just announced his aspirations of trying to come back with an NFL team.
Oh, as a head coach or as a player?
As a player.
Oh.
That just happened as we were live on air.
Okay. That would be interesting because he was a coach, too, and now he's coming back.
I mean, I don't want to say he shouldn't be better than a backup, but as a backup, that's the best case scenario. A guy who's proven he can coach, I know he doesn't want to be a backup.
Are they still allowed to do that, or you're able to coach a high school team and do that?
I don't know. Well, they just won the championship, so he just wouldn't be the coach next year. You'd be an assistant coach. Sorry, Cincinnati is going to shit on the Browns. I wanted to see what the secondary's been doing lately. It's been bad. Joe Burrow is going to throw for 4 touchdowns. Give me 30. Give me 35-7. Bengals.
Okay.
The only Browns touchdown. A DTR rushing touchdown. It'll be 50 yards.
I got him only getting 3 field goals, so that's more than what you're. You gave him more than one.
Yeah, but mine's a real obscure touchdown. A 50-yard rush from a quarterback.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have the Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts.
In a battle of who cares. The Colts are a 3.5 point favorite.
The Colts still have a slim chance to get into the playoffs, so they still got something to fight for.
And who's the Titans quarterback?
They don't. Did they announce it?
Nope.
No,
they haven't.
Okay. I thought you. They
haven't. They actually, as of today, they said they're still actively working towards picking the quarterback. So
on the roster, or someone they're just picking off the streets.
No, it's gonna be either Levis or Rudolph, but
yeah,
let it be Mason Rudolph.
Why?
I like Mason Rudolph. I always did. That was my quarterback out of the Josh Allen draft. Well, I was violently wrong. Josh Allen is God.
Yeah.
But Mason Rudolph looked good last week. I mean, in his relief coming back in, did you see the stats?
What do you have?
Will Levis, 8 of 12.
Well, I know he sucked.
8 of 12 for 89 and 3 picks. Mason Rudolph, 21 of 26, 209 and 2 touchdowns.
All right.
That's like, you're already very behind.
I mean, why haven't they started? Announced him as a starter?
He has been the starter in the past. He was a starter when Levis got hurt. So, hey, maybe Mason Rudolph's the next Matt Flynn.
Hey, you know what? It's not. There's nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, being a backup. I mean, if you're a good backup, then come in and win some games for the starter when they're out. That's not bad.
I'd take Mason Rudolph in Buffalo.
That's not a bad thing. A lot of people think that's like a bad. It's not really that bad. I mean, you back in the day, like in the old day, they used to have backup quarterbacks. They're always reliable to come in and win a game.
Frank Reich.
Yeah. You know, Frank Reich.
Listen, all I know is what people don't realize is Mason Rudolph's a big dude. He's 6'5", built like a brick shithouse. He can take helmets that head like a champion.
Oh god!
I almost wore my Mason Rudolph jersey today. You don't have one, right?
Oh no, I didn't.
I have a Pittsburgh Steelers Mason Rudolph jersey. All right. If you know what, Mason Rudolph for the win. Give me the Titans. 24-14.
I also think the Titans are gonna. I think the Titans will win too if Rudolph is playing.
The Colts don't scare me.
The Colts have so much crap going on. Like, I mean, the throw with the interception, like that was terrible.
Wasn't that a wide receiver?
He was throwing it back to the quarterback, and he just took it away like he was a receiver and just ran it back for a touchdown. And then, then Taylor, like right at the 1 yard line, he dropped the ball.
Did you hear his interview about it?
What? The guy who got it, or
the guy who threw it back to the quarterback?
What did he say?
I executed that play perfectly.
Oh well, obviously not.
But if I gave you a flea flicker like that, and you threw it across the field and threw it pick six, and I looked at you and said, "What the hell did you do?" Would you tell me you executed that play perfectly?
No, I would not.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Adonai Mitchell thinks he did nothing wrong in that play.
Yeah.
And that's why he fell into almost the third round.
I think the Titans win. I'm going to say it's 21-7.
Doesn't help that the Colts can't stop the run. And the Titans are finally starting to fire up on the run.
First 405 game, Minnesota Vikings at Seattle Seahawks.
The Vikings are a 3-point favorite.
We don't know if Geno Smith. We don't know if
Geno should be playing. I think I saw today that he practiced.
He did?
Yeah.
Well.
Here's the thing. Even when they have matchups that go in Seattle's favor, they're not exploiting them. It doesn't even matter what Geno's doing. That coaching staff is horrific.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really would like to see Seattle win this game, but I do think the Vikings are going to win. I hope I'm wrong, but I I gotta say it's 24-17.
Listen.
Vikings.
Listen. Can I give you something you'll be excited about?
What? We're gonna beat them in 2 weeks?
No, probably actually.
I hope we do.
But Brian Gutekunst, is that your GM?
Yeah.
Hasn't made as many dumb choices as Minnesota's, because watch, end of this year, they're going to let Sam Darnold walk for nothing.
Oh,
You
yeah,
mark
they're
my
still in the
words.
contract. They're so, because they got Daniel Jones and stuff.
No, nothing to do with Daniel Jones. They are, like, they wasted the first round on J.J. McCarthy. I don't think J.J. McCarthy's that good, and they're going to let Sam Darnold walk for nothing. And I think Sam Darnold's been the reason that team's been good this year.
I think it's because of the quarterback, salaries that they're paying way too many.
Doesn't matter.
The market and shit.
Like, if you get one that works, you keep them.
Yeah,
You don't see quarterbacks move teams often when they're good. I'm going with Minnesota here. I think it's going to be a blowout, actually. I think Seattle sucks. They need also to prove that they should have dominated Chicago a little more than they did. Give me 42.
Oh!
You weren't ready for that.
No, I was
Give
not.
me 40,
In the 12th man.
42 to 14.
In the 12th
Yeah,
man.
those Seahawks fans will be salty. This ain't the
Did you
days
see
of
how many Packers fans were at that game? They were going off the 12th man
because
banner.
this ain't the days of Marshawn anymore. The fans are fair weather.
Well, even before that, even Matt Hasselbeck, there were still a lot of 12th mans around for that. But no, okay. The 425 game. What?
Which one? Our finally.
Bills game.
Oh damn!
first
So we
one was
finally have one this year.
What?
We finally have a game actually listed as a pick'em.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dumb.
It's not the Bills though.
Oh.
The Bills are minus 14 favorite.
Oh, okay. So the Patriots, the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills, and the Bills are favored by 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Josh Allen's gonna, I believe, be the MVP, and he's gonna continue the trend even more in this game, because if he keeps playing this way until the end of it's a regular season award, so he keeps playing the way he's doing, he's gonna get that MVP. Like,
So you know why Josh Allen will probably win the MVP? Because stats say he shouldn't. Statistics do actually say this time, and I don't think I'd ever say this.
what, Lamar?
Lamar is having a better year. Lamar has more touchdowns, more passing yards.
Yeah, but if you count the rushing touchdowns,
No, he has
more rushings?
He has more combined touchdowns. Josh is at 36, Lamar's at 37.
I don't know.
And it's the
It's
way, the
the
league
impact,
is the most the league. You're right, but the league
more
is
the
still the most
impact.
ass backwards. Also, it's a popularity.
I agree that the MVP. First of all, it's biased towards the quarterback.
It's a popularity.
It's a bias towards the quarterback unless the running back does something extremely great. And it usually comes down to what they did, how many stats they get, and the impact. But at the end of the day, there's been certain situations where they have picked, I think, the wrong person. In 2009, I think Drew Brees should have gotten the league MVP.
Didn't
over
Sean? Oh, Peyton got it.
Peyton got it that year.
What
and
year
if
was,
you
was
look at
07
the
Sean
stats,
Alexander?
I don't think he won MVP.
I thought he got an MVP.
No, he won the leading rusher that year in 07. It was LT who got it in 06. When he got like
LT
30.
was my man.
Yeah,
I do have an
Damian
LT jersey.
Damian Tomlinson, he got it. But yeah, no, but that's what I think it comes down to. I mean, if you look at certain stats, like in 09, I think Drew Brees should have gotten it. Stats in situational, Drew Brees probably should have been the league MVP that year. Or at the very least, should have been co-MVP like they did with Steve McNair and Manning in 2003. But yeah.
So here's the thing. One of the cooler stats, I don't know if you've seen this. Take it for what it's worth, because it's realistically a grain of salt. But have you seen what his stats have been since he got engaged?
Who?
Josh Allen.
Even better.
No, like literally his engagement stats.
I mean, he had like I think 6 rushing touchdowns in 2 games. With that tush push.
3 weeks since he got engaged. Since getting engaged, he has gone
He's
for...
had like at least 6 rushing, because I had him on a fantasy league, and he had like 51 fantasy
Where's
points
the
2 weeks
actual
ago.
full stats?
He had 3
Here it
against
is.
the Rams. He had 2
Here,
last
no,
week.
here we go. Ready? Complete stats since getting engaged to Haley Steinfeld. A 123.9 passer rating, 852 passing yards, 7 passing touchdowns, no interceptions, 168 rushing yards, 6 rushing touchdowns, no picks.
I said 6 rushing touchdowns, yeah.
Josh Allen is him.
Balls to the wall.
I am going to piss off Bills fans right now.
You're a Bills fan.
Yes, but I am a realist. He's going to throw a pick this week.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
I think New England has one of the best young corners in the league. I could see him weaseling. And I'm going to call who does it. Christian Gonzalez picks off Josh this week.
If that happens, we will short that.
You're going to clip it.
I will clip
Do it. Listen, I love Josh, and I want to see him keep going. I want to see him keep not having picks. But I will not be shocked if Christian Gonzalez is the one who breaks Josh's pick streak. That kid's good. That kid's very good. Nothing but respect to New England's young talent. However, Buffalo still blows them out. 48-13.
Yeah.
But I'm giving me the Christian Gonzalez pick on Josh. Clip that.
Bills will win. I'm going to say it's 41-17. And some of those are going to be off of garbage time.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. You want to clip another one?
What? Well, if it happens, of course.
No, we're clipping the second one here because we're going to clip both of them. You're going to start the second half with Mitch Trubisky.
Okay.
Buffalo's going to have 35 at the half.
Okay. Balls to the wall. All right, so the next 425 game is probably a disgrace and should have been flexed as well. The Jacksonville Jaguars at the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's our pick'em.
Yeah, but it should have been flexed.
But it's a pick'em.
It's a good thing they flexed the Bills game because that was originally supposed to be a 1 o'clock game.
You know why they flexed the Bills game?
Because they're a good team.
No, I think so. The owner of my company made a comment. There are too many really good 1 o'clock games. They needed a team to put.
That is true too.
They needed a team to put in 4 o'clock that would still get people to watch 4 o'clock football. Oh look, there that is.
That was so bad.
That is horrific.
And that benefited you.
Sure
your
did.
defense. I was pissed when I seen that.
Hey, at least you did. At least you haven't cried about losing.
Oh, I was mad at that.
No. Somebody won and blew a fit that they didn't get the defense they wanted. But if they would have gotten the defense they wanted on the waiver wire, they would have lost. So I feel like we should just go and reverse that and just give them the defense they wanted, and they would lose.
Yeah. Pick 'em. I'm gonna say the Raiders. They both suck, but I think the Jacksonville Jaguars suck worse. Raiders win. Crappy game.
You know why the Raiders win?
13-10.
You know why the Raiders win? Aiden O'Connell's back.
Okay.
I'm also going with the Raiders. Excuse me. I don't trust the Jags. Mac Jones experiment. I feel really bad. Listen, you laughed at me when I picked him up in our dynasty, but do you see what I got for him? I got the house for trading him.
Good picks.
Oh, I got a bunch of picks for trading him.
Yeah.
Traded him and Trevor Lawrence for a bunch of picks. But I'm going with the Raiders also. 20-10 Raiders.
Yep. Last 425 game. San Francisco 49ers at the Miami Dolphins.
Ew. Miami's a 1.5 point favorite.
Doesn't surprise me. Both teams aren't good. It's a pick.
There should be no reason Miami's a favorite. That team is a tire
But look at the Niners. They couldn't score a touchdown last week.
At least
they got
the Rams
and they got linebacker problems because Campbell
the
quit
Rams
on them.
have looked decent. No, they don't. You know why Campbell quit?
But he still quit.
You know why he quit?
Yeah, because he was benched.
Why?
Because the other guy came back
off of IR.
Yeah,
it's not a linebacker problem.
But that guy got injured though.
No.
Or one of them got injured.
They're fine.
Because they wanted him to come in, which is why that led to the whole him quitting.
Give me the Niners. The Dolphins are washed. Niners win 13-7. That game sucks.
Just for the sake of this, I'm gonna go the opposite and pick the Dolphins because
Lord knows we've had enough opposites this week.
I think it could go. Either way, and I'm just gonna go close game. I'm gonna say 17-14 Dolphins. All right, Sunday Night Football. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Dallas Cowboys. 8:20 NBC. Who was it?
Bucks are a 4-point favorite.
They should be. I mean, the Cowboys, they suck, and the Cowboys are somehow still mathematically in the playoffs, somehow, contention. Bucks have a chance to win their division still, mathematically here. Atlanta has tiebreaker over them, so they're playing with urgency because they have to have more wins than the Falcons at the end of the season for them to get it. So I'm going to say the Bucks win. Give me 34-17.
For the sake of liking chaos, we them boys.
You're picking the Cowboys.
I'm taking the Cowboys. Listen, they just hung 30 last week against a Panthers defense that's been pretty good. I don't trust Tampa still. Tampa is as inconsistent as the Rams are.
I think they're better than the Rams.
I think they're as inconsistent. I think they are absolutely as inconsistent. And the problem is the Buccaneers. Like I give me the Cowboys, Cowgirls, whatever you want to call them. I don't care if I offend somebody by calling them Cowgirls. I don't like the Dallas.
He's how abouting those Cowboys right now.
Give me 24 to 17 Dallas.
All right, final game, Monday Night Football, 8:15. The New Orleans Saints at my Green Bay Packers.
I'm so glad you didn't say my Buffalo Bills this week.
Oh, I forgot to.
I'm so glad you didn't put it. The Packers
I said it for the Falcons.
You know what's ironic? You know what's really ironic?
What? What are their favorites?
Take a look at the logo.
Yeah.
The two biggest favorites of the NFL week are the Buffalo Bills -14, and the Green Bay Packers -13.5.
Yeah. It's awesome. Go Pack, go.
And I hate myself when I have to do this again, because I did it last week. But I'm a realist, not someone that's going to pick with my heart. And I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints.
What?
To lose.
Okay.
The team is horrific. Packers are playing good enough football right now where it's not going to really matter. The Saints don't know who the quarterback is, and we just saw it roll across the screen here. Derek Carr's probably done for the year. So
yeah.
You're looking at Jake Hayner, who couldn't complete a pass, or Spencer Rattler, who's a prick. Don't tune in if you like competitive games.
Only if you want to see my Packers win.
Not win, blow them out. If you want to watch another team eat another team's ass,
Right there. The scenarios for the division.
Yeah. I'm going with the Packers 41, Saints 7.
I obviously am also going with the Packers, and I think we destroy them. I think we get the 40 on them too. I think it's going to be like 43-14. I think we easily beat the Saints. We get a lot of padded stats. Jordan Love will look good, and I think if we win this game, we officially clinch a playoff berth. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure if we win this game now, we do get it.
I don't think you technically would, but for sure next week you would.
Well, yeah, but depending on if people lose too. The Falcons had lost, we would have clinched a playoff berth, but that didn't happen. So I would think if we got 11 wins, that I don't know how in a scenario we wouldn't get it with all the teams the way they are right now. We beat a lot of the teams that are in the hunt still. We got it, and those Saints are a crap team. We got to beat them. We're going to beat them. I think we're going to beat them. I'm pretty sure we're going to beat them. But I believe that coming down to the wire here, we got a really good team. You know, the Packers have only lost to teams by 3 points or less.
Yeah,
except for the first time against Lions.
Literally, if a Green Bay win or tie clinches playoffs.
Yeah, like we've only lost to like three of the teams we played. We only lost by 3 points or less. Okay. The first game against the Lions was the only bad game we had when we lost. We have a really good team. I think we can go up against anybody. I think if we play the Lions again, I think we can beat them. So easy win here, but when we play the Vikings in a couple weeks, and when we got to get into the playoffs, I think we still got a solid team going in. But yeah, Packers win, like I said, 43-14. And yeah, that is the final picks.
Clinching scenarios for this week. Chiefs can clinch the number 1 seed with a win and a Buffalo loss, and tie, or a KC tie and a Buffalo loss. Steelers can clinch the AFC North with a Pittsburgh win. Ravens can clinch a playoff berth with a win or tie, and a Miami loss or tie, and Indy loss or tie. Broncos can clinch playoff berth as well with a win or tie, and a Miami loss or tie, Cincy loss or tie, and Indy loss or tie. So
yeah, a lot.
They're better just winning. Chargers, same scenario, but the Chargers would need a win, a Miami loss or tie, an Indy loss or tie, or a LA tie, Miami loss, Indy loss, Cincy loss or tie.
Just win the game.
Yeah, seriously. Eagles can clinch the division with a win or a tie.
Surprised they haven't officially won it yet.
Packers can clinch the playoff berth with a win or a tie, an Atlanta loss or tie, and a Rams loss or tie, or Atlanta loss or tie, and a Seahawks loss or tie. And there's way too many for... I will run out of breath if I try to say the Commanders.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's it for that. Make sure to also tune in for the the Green Bay Packers Beast Recap episode, which I try to post right after the game ends, as close as possible. So look out for that, where I break down all the stats as well as the key plays that happened and my overall thoughts. And then you got your sponsors.
I've got our new sponsor this week.
Well,
shout out to Rebel Nomad Adventure Gear. Hit them up on Instagram. Great people. Great gear for hiking, adventuring, all of the above. Shout out to Kyle Chicken Dippin'. Hit him up. Use code 716, 15% off your order. Shout out to AWS Angel Wing Sauce. If you like maple syrup and you like chicken wings, you want to combine those.
Really?
They got a wing sauce for you.
Just spread those wings.
Spread those wings. And check out our newest episode, Spread Those Wings, over on the Tiki Tribe TV Pro YouTube page. Yep. Pushing YouTube heavy, but we got a new intro video, music, and everything. So.
Yep. And also make sure to look out for the, because we do put, well, if you're listening to this on the Spotify, then you already know, but there's the Spotify if you're watching this on YouTube, where you can listen to this video as well, or listen to the audio. As well, website, again, YouTube, make sure, subscribe, and all that stuff. But yeah, that's it, guys. I am the Ultimate Goku. He's Rain48. We're out of here. Peace. See you next week.